What up, guys? That Comic Awesome here, doing another Awesome Thoughts. So I just saw Black Panther, and I liked it. It was definitely a fun, enjoyable movie. It was not by far the best Marvel movie. It probably is in my top 10. The highlights of it, it was an engaging story. It was relatable. It had some really good fight scenes, and I'm going to put a little asterisk in there if you guys can't see my hands flailing, but I'm doing like air quotes. The fight scenes were really good. The overall sense of the movie and originality of it was really fun and something to see. The downside, I didn't like the CG fights. The CG fights were probably some of the worst I've seen. And I say that because there's a big problem in Marvel movies right now with CG fights, and where the costumed hero kind of gets a wide-angled shot and it's all done digitally, where the actor there's like almost no sense of the actor left within. All you get is kind of this like blurry, rubbery person, figure moving around the screen in like quick camera angle shots. I don't like that. I think that's a horrible trend that's happening. I get that sometimes you have to do that to allow for the more comic-esque things to happen, or fight scenes to happen, but a lot of the best effects are always going to be practical effects. The fight scenes that happened without the digital costumes and stuff like that were amazing. The trial fights were beautifully choreographed, and really gave you a sense, like every slash was like, oh, and like you just have it felt like a really good weight to them. The ending battle scene with the tribes fighting, another really great scene with some really great fighting that like didn't have CG people. It had CG in it, but it didn't have CG people fighting, and that is important. Another thing I really wasn't a fan of, the Black Panther costume in general. And again, I'm going to put another asterisk on that. I really liked the Black Panther costume from Civil War. I thought it was awesome looking. I loved the almost like Kevlar-y look of it, with like the motorcycle-esque helmet. It just looked really badass, and it had the gloves. It just looked really good. He starts off with that in the beginning of the movie, but then is replaced by this digital almost costume. And again, it looks cool in scenes where he is just not a digitally fighting in the suit, where he is actually like in the scene with the suit on. It looks good, but it's very clear that they made this suit to kind of be their like fight doll almost, to where when, like in the trailer, again, I rolled my eyes at this one scene so hard in the trailer where there's the car chase scene, and the one car gets hit. He flies on top of the building and runs along the side of the building, and then jumps down onto the other car, where he takes the wheel off of it and throws it and causes another crash. The car damage and everything during that chase scene is amazing, but it's so obvious, like it's not like they had Chad Boswick up on wires running across the building. Like, it was so obviously just like a CG doll just running along and doing that stuff. If they would have just replaced that with, again, maybe even just a little bit, like 50% of a practical effect, I think it would have done leaps and bounds. But again, that's my 2 cents. That's nitpicking kind of over some little stuff. But again, on the whole, I liked it. It also felt like a really good standalone movie. It, outside of some small references to Captain America Civil War, which in the timeline of things, this movie takes place a week after Civil War. Outside of that, it was a standalone movie. There wasn't Infinity Stones being talked about. There weren't a ton of Easter eggs, like rooting back to other movies. It felt like a standalone movie, which I did like. But yeah, so that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me up in the comments. Subscribe over on the side, watch some more videos, and I'll see you next time.